Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com. Today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Libre interior wall sconce. This is the 209105. Really cool fixture. Has these cables that go up that can be adjusted to make this used in all kinds of interesting applications. Let's get into the details about it. So it is 15.9 inches long, so it's about this long. Projection from the wall is only 3.9 inches. It makes this ADA compliant. So if you guys are doing a project, like a commercial project, like a doctor's office or a restaurant or something like that, and you will have to follow ADA compliant, Americans with Disabilities compliancy, which means that a sconce can only come out up to 4 inches or less, and this is coming squeaking in right at 3.9 inches, so you can use this if you guys want to. I think this would be dynamite. It's also an LED sconce, a dedicated LED, so it doesn't use a lot of power. Only 6 watts. We'll get into that in just a second. So the deal with this is it has these cables that are going to be going up into the back plate, and they're going to be coming down into these little grippers that are at the end of that tube of glass, these little metal pieces. So you're going to be able to have this as short as 14 inches from the top of the back plate to the bottom of the fixture. So that's as short as it can be. You can also have this all the way at 70 inches, so that should be really interesting to see what you guys do with this kind of thing. And so what you're going to be doing is those cables are going to be going into these little grippers. Once you get it to where you want to be, you're going to be snipping those at the very bottom. Back plate on the wall is 5.5 by 8.3. It's going to go over your standard junction box. You have a 4-inch J box on your wall. To show you more interesting details about this, let's look at the installations instructions. So if you're on the page for this on HandmadeInVermont.com, look over on this side, midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. It's going to show you a lot of interesting details. For you, you really want to be able to see what's going on with the back plate and how it goes over to your junction box, and you'll be able to see that as well as lots of details on how you do the cables going into the bottom of the piece. So, and there's good drawings there too that reveal a lot of things that you can't really see in a photograph. So let's talk about a couple other things. So way up on top, you're going to have on that back plate, you're going to have a piece of wood. The wood is always going to be black regardless of which metal finish you guys do. Coming back down again, let's talk about what's inside of this. So this is a 6-watt dedicated low voltage LED. The driver that's going to be doing that, driving and transforming your line voltage down to low voltage for this, is going to be up in that back plate. So these cables coming down are actually carrying a low voltage charge. So when you have a low voltage charge like this, it's incredibly safe. If someone were to ever pull this down and accidentally, they would not get in any danger at all. So the beauty of these kind of things. It's only 6 watts coming down as well, but it's going to produce 480 lumens of light, which is quite a bit of light. So people will use this like over bathroom mirrors. They'll use it in all kinds of places. I'm kind of toying with how this can be used. There's a lot of people who have beams that are running through different places over kitchens, and they're trying to figure out how they're going to get light over kitchen islands and places like that. And I think this may be an application that you can do a lot of those kind of things. You could drop these kind of things down from these beams if you actually have access to electricity on the side. It's a dimmable fixture. Just make sure you put it on a dimmer. Tell your installer that you're going to be using an LED fixture, and they're going to put in the correct dimmer for you. Let's get into finishes now. If you're on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over on this side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a tab. It's going to say Finishes Help Guide. Click on that for me. There's going to be a video on there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes and how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be talking about a chart a little farther down on the page. You'll see it next to me here. It's going to kind of go over the differences between heavy forging and non-heavy forging, and it'll be talked about in that video. So it's really important that you kind of watch the video, use the chart. You can click on that chart on different things. So you can click on dark smoke and a big page will pop up and show you lots of different things in dark smoke. Click on burnished steel or natural iron, it'll do the same thing. But it's really important that you understand how Hubbardton Forge's finishes are kind of divided into translucent and opaque and how they can look on different fixtures. Our showroom in Vermont has we're up to 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We have a What's on Display page. It's way up there in those red tabs again, so click on that and you can see what we have to show you. That changes all the time because we're always adding things as they come out. Showroom's open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. We have an amazing clearance center here too. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. If you were coming to visit us, bring a good-sized vehicle, something like a big SUV or maybe a small truck or something like that, because you might find something in the clearance center that you want to take home, and it's a lot of fun to go through. 75% off MSRP is an amazing bargain, so you should really take advantage of it if you can. Like I said, we're open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You can call us at 802-446-2400 during business hours. You can email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all the time. We love to answer emails. When you buy your Hubbardton forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There's no tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont, and we're the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. No one else even comes close to that. Some larger items are non-returnable. We'll always tell you about that. It'll be in the description thing, that part of the description underneath on the very bottom. So keep an eye out for that. We also offer a rush program. Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. They don't stock anything. That's how you're going to get all your finishes, your adjustable ranges to play with, all those things. We can cut that time in half, and it's super inexpensive. If you want to know more, drop a quick email, and I can walk you through the whole thing, okay? So, guys have any other questions, let me know. Love to see you in our showroom sometime, and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.